Yo, when we battle, we win. We took it to the house. We took it to their their whole vibe. We killed them. The Bears had no answer. I'm glad that we did it. Welcome to the DMV Sports Show, folks. We have been on fire for the whole year. It's, the set aside for those 2 losses. But when I tell you, when we battle, we win. And we took it to them, and we actually destroyed them. Hands down, non-existent. The Bears were baffled by JD5, and his arm took it to the house. Cannot believe we sat through that, biting through our fingernails. I know y'all probably did. I'm just being honest. I was losing my hair. Well, yeah, since I don't have any. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We sat there and we battle. We win. We gut punched them. We body slammed. If the Ultimate Warrior was here, he would start pumping his arms up and down, talking about yeah, and in the immortal words, Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah. For all you wrestling fans out there, you know what that is. You know what that means. Welcome to the DMV Sports Show. I'm your host, Rasul McGee. If you guessed it, then I'm going to say it. It's Saturday. That's right. It's Saturday to hear your sports that you want to hear on your weekend. You cannot get any better than what we experienced last Sunday at 425. But we're going to get to that in a little minute, but we got to go through a whole rendition of sports that we got to get to. We're going to talk about the Commanders' win against the Bears, last-second touchdown with my man Noah Brown. We're also going to talk about the Washington Wizards. Say what? Yes, the Washington Wizards. I say again, the Washington Wizards winning back-to-back against who else? The Atlanta Hawks from ATL to DC. They're 2-2, folks. Yes, I know it's a little early. Yes, I know they're 7th place. But I tell you this. They are in 7th place. Everybody thought they were going to be 0-7, 0-2, 0-3. But this team is starting to gel. Alexander SARR, Bub Carrington, KEYSHAWN George, and Jonas Valgauskas. The man is on fire. And then we got KUZMA, Jordan Poole. I can't get into it right now because we've got to talk about the Capitals, folks, because Capitals are now 5-1, 10 points, 3rd in the division. Wow. I can't get excited because we got still more to get to. We're going to talk about, even though Maryland lost to the Minnesota Gophers 48-23, they're taking on a juggernaut, folks. Oregon Ducks. And Oregon, I know, it looks bad for them, but we're going to get to that in this moment as well. And we're going to go into the World Series, folks. Who predicted that? I know, I'm gloating. No, I'm not. Because there was somebody who told me they might have a chance. We're going to give it to that in a moment. The call-in number is 512-543-4662. Make sure you state your name for the record and who you represent. Who you represent. Because we show all love here. No matter who you rep, we show love. We have a little fun on the side, but that's what we do. Bro, let's get to the show. Yo, starting with the Commanders. It was a nail-biting back and forth. It was a battle for the ages, folks. It was the battle that you couldn't believe. It was like a heavyweight bout. Lennox Lewis, Sugar Ray Leonard. It was back and forth. It was the uppercut. Uppercut. Oh, what happened? Oh, I hit him in the eye. No, this was the absolute best game of the year. Even the analysts were saying, what happened? Most of the blame was going on Chicago, but what I'm telling you is that we had it right then and there. We looked in the eye of the Bears and said, hey, you know what? We ain't going to fake. If you want to scratch us, come on now. Boom, hit the Bear in the chin. And then you know what happened to Caleb Williams at the end? He cried and scampered on home. Yes, I'm going to say it. The Bears didn't know what was coming. JD5 stepped up and said, I got this. Back up, my friend. He faked a big guy. He slid in the grass. I thought he was going home plate, but he didn't. He faked me out. But later, and then he took 3 steps up and heave ho. And then the little Mr. Stevenson, we'll call him. Then we're gonna call him Mr. Stevenson. He tipped the ball into JD's to Noah's hand and touchdown, and game over. The look on the Bears fans' face was completely priceless because they were gloating. They were like, ha, 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 we beat you, go on home. And he started dancing to the go-go music. But he forgot to turn around and saw that Noah had scored the touchdown. Yo, it set DC into a frenzy. I mean, yo, I could have saw the great Sean Taylor going, we got you. But let me give credit where the credit's due. Hats off to the defense, man. The defense lit it up once again. The defense is getting better. The defense is doing exactly what I said on this show from day one. If we have the talent, we got to use it. And we got the talent. Now the pieces are starting to make sense. We just need another shutdown wide receiver and another CB to pressure the quarterback. Bro, I'm losing my mind because now it's on to the Giants. I got a panel that you wouldn't believe. I think I got Big Steve, I got Eric, I got Coach, and I think we have a new caller here. Let me see if we get the new caller. Caller, can you tell us your name and who you rep? Okay, well, don't worry, new caller. We all love here. You can tell you who you rep, and and don't be shy. Don't be shy. Tell you who you rep. Because we all show love here. There's no bias. We have a little fun here and there, and it's great. No worries. Okay. All right. So with that being said, let me go ahead and pose the question to the panel. If you don't know, say you don't know. Give an honest answer. All right. Did anybody know what the game outcome was going to be against the Bears when the fourth quarter hit and they were leading 15-12? Did anybody know that we were going to score a Hail Mary at the end? Let's start with Big Steve because I know Big Steve got a whole line of answers right now. Big Steve, you here?
I'm here.
All right, man.
Yeah, I'm here. You know what? I thought it was going to be knocked down. And to be honest with you, I thought it would be knocked down. And when it scored, it seemed like all of PC, all of North PC, my whole building, my whole area shook. Everybody started jumping. People started calling me. People started paging me. People started my Facebook and TikTok page started hitting up. And for a whole hour, my building shook. My whole Facebook, TikTok shook. We couldn't, my neighbors that was knocking on my door.
Wow.
We were celebrating.
That's a little aggressive.
I swear. My kids called me, my ex-wife called me.
Oh, not your ex-wife.
We were celebrating. I ain't never been excited in my life since we won the Super Bowl, our first Super Bowl in 1982.
You might have to change your number, man, because your ex-wife started calling you. Then that's a whole problem.
I ain't gonna say my number. You know what?
For real though, man. For real. That's serious. For real.
When that young man said nothing but God, you know what? He's our savior. If we don't win another game now, he's our future of our Washington Commanders /Redskins.
Yo, no doubt. That's no question, man. That this man has lit up. Besides RG3, this man has put himself in the record books for years to come. There's no other quarterback we're going to draft. The man is here to stay. Let me go to Eric because I don't want to take away his time. Go ahead, Eric. What's going on, man?
I got a question.
What's up, bro?
Are y'all done?
No, man.
I mean,
no.
Look at this. You know what I'm saying? This very nearly was a coach's loss. There's no excuse. I mean, once is accident, twice is coincidence, 3 times or more is a very ugly trend. We keep going down there and kicking field goals. This game should never have been that close.
True.
And should not. And don't even try to put it on our boy JD5.
No.
Because that's what coaches are for, to figure it out.
Right.
And we keep going down inside the 10.
Yeah.
We're not talking about field goal range.
Yeah.
We're talking about inside the 10.
True.
And y'all can't figure out how to put it in the end zone. I thought we were going to win all the way up to like maybe about the last 5 minutes when they finally scored that touchdown, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And I said we were coming back.
Yeah.
But like as the clock kept ticking and ticking and ticking, I said, this is disgusting. I was like, we played a decent game, same as we did with the Ravens, right?
Right. True.
But I tell you what, though, when our newest Redskin showed up with the football in the end zone, I lost it just like everybody else. I can't watch nothing else on the internet.
Yo.
It keeps popping up.
Yo.
It's
Man.
a beautiful, beautiful thing. But I tell you what, like I said, I had to pull y'all's shirt tail a little bit because, man, that was almost very, very, very ugly for DQ and Joe Witt.
No, you're right.
Kingsbury, because there was no excuse for that game to be that close. But daggone it, if Jayden Daniels, like we all seen the meme. It's like he's literally Jayden Daniels.
Yeah.
But he's changed everybody's life.
Yo.
And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, man. I was like, that's all I've seen all week, literally. I've got no news about the Redskins all week because everybody just keep playing that same old clip over and over.
Bro.
I mean, I would have to really look hard. I mean, like intentionally look, okay, is anybody talking about the game coming up, the Giants? I mean, I just for fun, I just now looked up their depth chart.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's like, everybody's wondering, like, what the world are they doing up there in New York? But the depth chart is like, what? Daniel Jones and
they ain't got nobody. They ain't got nobody.
Yeah. It's like they got to stick with him.
Right.
And that's a crying shame, given their roster. Where are they spending the money? Yeah, they spend a little bit on Daniel Jones. We get that. But good Lord, man.
Bro.
But so I don't think anybody's thinking, I think everybody's pretty confident in the Commanders this week. But I tell you what, that was something.
Man.
That was something.
Man.
But I was ready to put dead up Aspirin, Virginia. Because like I said,
you were gonna go there.
There was no excuse for the game to be that close. But I tell you, man, that was pretty. JD5, Jayden Daniels, give it to him. He made it look pretty.
Bro,
who's next?
Listen.
From the 35.
This is what I mean. I credit Eric for telling the truth, and he's absolutely right. We should have took it to him in the first and second quarter. We scored the 7. I think we scored 7 and then 3, and we were leading the whole entire time. I thought it was going to be a goose egg, for all 4 quarters, but they came back in the third with a touchdown with Swift, and then they scored a touchdown in the red zone where it should have been, and that's a good question. But here's how they did it. They knew our defense was dead last in red zone defense. They also know that we were also second to last. And I guess the rush. So what they do, they use Swift, and that's how they got to the red zone. But the total defense that we are right now is number 11, which means that we are still efficient in all of our total defense. So how did I go ahead?
11 is still the top half. I'm good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. So there's still room to improve, which is still great. But let me go. I don't want to take a time away from the coach because I know Coach got a lot of things, and she got the cactus of the week to present to the Bears. Go ahead, go, Coach.
Well, I gotta say, yeah, the game was super close. It was, and I was praying. I was actually praying. I was going, yeah, it's a God. All the way when that Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mouth just, whoa, everybody broke loose.
Oh, man.
It's like, yeah, that was God. That was God.
Wow.
Hey.
Nothing but God. Hey, Coach.
Yeah. Nothing but God, man.
Wow.
I loved it.
That was beautiful. It was the most amazing
I will
thing.
never forget that.
Before we continue.
Yeah, that's going to be on Highlight Films 10 years from now, for real.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
NFL Films 101. But before we continue, we got to introduce this other legend here. He is the co-host of the Enhanced Sports Show. His another end, Louis Tenor, has entered the building. What's up, Lou?
Yeah, thanks, Rasal. A living legend. Thanks.
That's great. Well, continue, Coach, and then we'll hit on to Lou because I got so much to ask Lou right now.
Well, I want to ask something to you or anybody.
Yeah.
Is it possible that they're thinking about trading? Is it Wagner that's on our defense?
You mean Bobby Wagner? No, God, no.
No,
That would be insane.
Oh, thank you.
That's not true.
No,
Not even in the realm of possibility.
No, Bobby Wagner has a lot of energy that he can produce to the team. That's like trading Louvu in the middle of a great season that we have. No, that would be a big no because
It's not happening.
Because I felt like he has been a big part of our defense.
yes.
And we did have a couple of good defensive players that were out.
Mm-hmm.
I did make a remark because somebody, I'm in defense, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just came right out and I said, listen, you want to get out there and do it? Otherwise, they're cool. They did their thing.
Man, they just went on another level. I mean, I think this is how I feel about JD5. He improved not just the offense, but the defense too. When he actually brought us to another level. Don't get me wrong about Bobby Wagner and Louvu and Jeremy Chin and Benjamin St. Jude. They actually played to the ability, but the energy level was at its highest in that game.
Exactly. Very good. Yes.
And they understood the gravity of the game, that if they don't win this game, it's never going to let them down. And bro, when I said that, I was literally walking, when you're pacing, you're thinking about possibilities. Me, I'm like a statistical drunkie. Not the term, sir. I was like going through the possibilities. Okay, if we kick a field goal, we'd be tied. We'll go into overtime, and then we have to, play, for a touchdown or a field goal and keep them away. Do we want to go do that? No. And then I said, well, you know what? The only thing I was going through my mind is the Hail Mary. I said, well, the Hail Mary, we got to make sure everybody's. And sure enough, what Dan Quinn said. Let's go for the Hail Mary. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. And I'm running with Daniels. With Daniels coming to the left, I'm going to the left. He's going to the right, I'm running to the right. I'm like, all right, what am I going to do? He stepped up, I stepped up to the TV. I'm like, oh, I don't want to hit the TV, then won't be able to see it. So I backed off, and sure enough, I'm going through the motions. I'm like, okay. Let me step back. I want my vision to get back. I'm like, okay, here we go. And as he holding my eyes right to the TV, I'm like, is it going? Where it going? And as soon as Noah caught it, I ran outside. The neighbors got mad at me. Get back in the house. Okay, I'm not back. I'm sorry.
We all been there. running with the TV.
Yeah.
Bro, it was so It's so addictive. I was like, yo, I kept watching it throughout the week. I didn't care. I watched it all through. I went through, like, you know how
It was everywhere.
it was I saw the reactions from other teams, like, he ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. He did it. Oh my God. How did I saw one Eagle fan on the yeah.
I mean, their faces were like,
Oh my God. One Eagle fan was crying. He was like, no, my God, he didn't do that. Well, we're in trouble. I'm like, yeah, that's what happens when you doubt.
Some question real quick before we leave. Some question real quick before we leave. On a Hail Mary like that, right?
Uh-huh.
I found it interesting that JD5 threw it kind of on a line.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he wasn't like Rodgers, you know, this big moonshot kind of a thing.
Right.
And I was just wondering if anybody knew, is it better to do it that way? I mean, what's the percentages of ricochets in your favor, knockdowns, you know, that kind of a thing. But I just saw it. I mean, like, and, you know, bless his heart, you know, what was it, from the 35? So
yeah.
We're talking about, like, you know, 65 yards, you know,
yep. Yeah.
Towards the final three. That's still a bunch of yards.
Big bomb.
Okay, so here's the okay.
If anybody knew, had any comments or insight on whether you know if it's better in a situation like that to throw it, you know, more or less on a line or go for the moonshot real high.
Okay. So
Michael Irvin said that we practiced it. We was practicing it that have our wide receivers, the smaller wide receivers in the front, and then one big receiver in the back. Michael Irvin said it best, that we practiced that, but he said that Wichita was to do it 15 yards behind the line, because actually he had the ball on the 50 and he threw it at the 35. He said that surprised him.
Okay.
Because he threw it 15 yards under the line that we supposed to do it. He said that was a miracle.
So this is just
That was a miracle.
To what Steve is talking about. He's talking about how he threw it beyond the scrimmage line was probably at the 40 something. I forgot, but he didn't throw it. 35, my bad. So he wasn't really on the 35 hash. He was like a little bit at like 33, and he threw it. But the idea is,
supposed to do it at the 50.
I know, but listen, check this out. This is what happened. So Eric was asking which one is better, to throw a moonshot or he hove it. So this is what Aaron Rodgers did when he was playing with the Green Bay Packers. When he threw the infamous Hail Mary 4 times, he would throw it in the middle of the pocket because he knew his arm strength could actually do a moonshot. That's a moonshot. When he hove it from the pocket, it goes down into the receiver's arms automatically. But that's because you don't want the defender to swat away. Now, what Daniels did, he threw it from the hip. He threw it from the hip, giving the power from his back leg, and he threw it so that one player can get it. He knew that the way that the Bears were lined up, it wasn't correct. They were actually, I think they were on the 15th.
They were all like in a huddle.
15 and a 10. And they wanted to see if Daniels could throw it into their arms. Stevenson is the only guy who actually blocked it and went backwards. He was trying to bat it down, but he wasn't at an angle where he could. So he tipped it, and it fell into Noah Brown's arms. So, with that being said, the arch of the football is very important, because when you throw it, it has to have an arch in it. You can't throw it, straight. So the correct way is how Daniels did it. So that's how you throw a Hail Mary.
Daniels, it looked pretty straight to me.
Well, it wasn't when it left his hand, it was straight. But the spin on the ball arched it. It's like having baseball. And we'll get to that moment, Lou. I want you to know that it's coming. But it's like it's throwing a baseball. When you throw a curve, A curveball, you got to have the spin to it. Daniels, as he threw it, he knew he had to put a lot of spin into it. So if you spin it, the arch will go up at the end, right? So that's how it came out to be straight, leaving his hand, and then it arched up, gaining more momentum. That's physics 101. So when you have that much spin at the end, to the point where you threw it and your arm is actually throwing sideways, he threw it sideways from the hip. It gave that curve and went back. It went back to Noah. So they couldn't block it. So that's smart. The man is smart. He literally understood if he threw it in the line, it was going to be batted down. So he went to this left, giving. So it took 12 seconds, folks. As soon as the ball was hiked, he gained 12 seconds so everybody can line up when they're supposed to be, which is brilliant because you know that you cannot rush 3 linemen. 3 linemen, you can't rush them because the whole line is going to block you. Then you got somebody playing spy on the left side. What is he going to do? He can't run for a touchdown. Come on, quit playing. So the guy who was spying didn't come to Daniels didn't need him to come in, to block his shot. So he as he saw the guy was spying on him, like that guy ain't gonna do nothing. So he told it, and the play and result in a touchdown. That is by far the smartest thing we have ever seen this team go into. I literally am happy about this. We have another caller. This guy is an Eagles fan, but he's 100% reliable. We're lucky to have him. Alex Weiser is here, folks. How you doing, Alex?
I promise he's reliable. He might be first fan, but he's decent.
Yo, listen, welcome, man. Look, we were just going over the play of the century, and I want to get your take on it. And then we're going to go right to Lou, and then I want you to chime in. What are your thoughts on what did you witness about the game? I know you saw the highlights. What are your thoughts?
Well, they were stuck in the mud for a while, but they turned it on at the right time, and sometimes all it takes is one play. I mean, that was a great play. I didn't like the play called Buffalo or of the Bears that you pointed out. Like, bring 3. That's usually the Hail Mary. I would bring 4, and then there's no need for a spy, like you said. He's not going to. No one's honor is going to run for a 60-yard touchdown.
Exactly. So that's crazy.
Have another guy in the end zone. But I mean, and then he also got done a favor. I mean, the guy's waving to the crowd, talking crap.
Yes, that was Stevenson.
A combination of things. It was karma. It was a little bit of luck. It was mostly a great play, and it all came together for him. Huge play.
Man, that was so brilliant. And to that, not only did they rush 3, they dropped to the 20, hoping that they can get the pick at the 10-yard line, which is nonsense. How can you do that? How can you put your guys at the 10 and then drop back 2 yards? It doesn't make sense to me. I'm not the Bears, thank God. But
and another big rule, another rule I've heard through the years, and someone brought up recently this week was, when you're in that kind of coverage and that kind of scenario in a game, you never want to have anyone behind you. You can't have a wide receiver get stuck. The defender's got to be the deepest people on the field near the back of the end zone. Well, and that guy was hanging out on his own island behind the whole scrum.
Right. The coach
behind you.
The coach of the Bears asked that question, and it was the most lackluster answer I have ever heard in my years of knowing football. And he said, "We practice this all the time. We got this guy, and we have him basketball off." Basketball off? What are you talking about, man? What does basketball off mean?
Basketball off.
Yeah, what is wrong with you, sir? Are you drunk? That's why we won? Well, you drink all you want.
I have a receiver back there, too. So if I have like a Randy Moss or an elite receiver, I have him on the field, too, if I'm a Bears defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
You want the best catches, just like you see people on onside kicks. You'll see receivers up there all the time. Devontae Adams secured the onside kick for the Jets Monday. So, like, he was playing on kickoff return. So, you could always slip someone back in there. It's just a weird kind of, let's just be honest, crappy play call by the Bears, too.
Right.
Mostly, I want to say, it was an incredible throw. And like they deserve to win that. That was a good play overall.
That's what's up. Hey, Eric, you had something to say?
No, I was just agreeing with him. That was an excellent point. You know, throwing a wide receiver back there if you're on the defense.
Yeah, that would be something because they did hand it off to the center who fumbled the ball at the 2.
How about Keenan Allen playing?
Was that?
How about Keenan Allen
that play alone?
Bro,
Keenan Allen right in the middle of that mix of people. Keenan Allen on the Bears.
Yeah,
just someone who's sticky hands, get that ball and just bat it.
Well, you know, Keenan Allen
was talking crap.
Well, Keenan Allen is old.
The guy deflected the touchdown too. The guy who was chirping.
Well,
it was awful.
Well, Keenan Allen is old, and he wasn't going to duke anybody. But I saw this to my credit, but I'm gonna get to what Eric just said, and then we'll go to Lou. But Keenan Allen tried to hurdle one of our defenders and fell on his face. I'm like, Lou, bro, listen, you're 38, man. Ain't no way you're gonna hee-ho jump like Swift did when he got to the first down. Stop, man. Just fall to the ground and play the next play. Stop trying to hurdle over guys. I mean, if you go look at the play, he stutter step, right? And he raised his leg up. And I'm like, dude, stop. You're not going to jump over him, man. You probably got bad knees. You probably got arthritis in your left toe. Stop. Just stop it. You know, just fall to the ground. God, dog. But to Eric's credit, I never would ever thought that you would hand off the ball to your center who literally fumbled right into Jonathan Allen's hand. Not Jonathan Allen. Who was it? Was it Jonathan Allen or FIIIIIIIIRRREEE Mathis? I think it was FIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIIII. I'm literally sitting here thinking, that is about the dumbest play I ever in my whole. No, I say, you know what? It's the Bears. Why is the dumbest play? You know, the Bears continue on. Fumble all you want. Then that play was nullified until I saw the Hail Mary and how they section off us. The first section was 3 linemen. I was like, we got this. Then I saw the spy just mirroring, you know, JD5. I'm like, y'all stupid. Then I look down the field and I see like Alex, I see Stevenson just, you know, dancing and saying, ha ha ha, y'all get out of here. We won. He's cha-chaing. I'm like, why are you cha-chaing, sir? Look, they're going to throw it over there. Come on over here. Okay, let's stay over there, cha-cha. And then they throw the ball. He's like, oh, okay. So you ran. He's like, oh, I'm gonna bat it down. And then when Noah had received the ball, he looked back and he literally took off the straps of his helmet. I thought he was going to throw it. I was like, it would have been better if he threw it. And then I saw Caleb, man, he was on the sideline saying, come on, man, stop. Yeah. And he walked out. I'm like, it was brilliant. But let me go to Lou real quick because I got something to talk to Lou about. Lou, how you doing, man?
All right.
Let's talk about the 49ers and Cowboys, man.
Yes.
You were leading by the half, 10-3. You were feeling good. You know, Prescott had just threw an interception, but they scored a touchdown with CeeDee Lamb. You know, Ezekiel Elliott, you know, he ran for 15 yards. I went 11. And that was it. My problem is you had Devin Cook off the roster. Why did you put Ezekiel into the game?
I mean, look, saying Ezekiel, you know, he wanted to play, and of course he had to get rid of somebody. Well, get rid of, but you know, replace him. I mean, just like I said, Ezekiel's make or break year. He's just trying to prove that he can still be, an asset to the team. Unfortunately, that has not gone that way this year.
Yes.
And it's been costing him.
Yes, it cost the whole team.
Yeah. Oh, I know you want to play, but come on.
I thought they suspended Zeke this game.
No. Well, they just
said this year. This game they suspended him.
What, the game they played against the 49ers?
No, the game they suspended him this week.
Yeah. I know. They suspended him this week. I'm talking about previously though. The game against the 49ers. Yeah, because he was upset because they didn't use him. They're not winning. The man is acting out. The man is getting money, but he's acting out that he didn't win. That's not what you do, man. You collect the money and you move on.
I know. That's
messed up. Yeah.
But he's not thinking. You know why? Because he looks like an Ewok. But we're not going to go that way. We're going to go ahead and we're going to. Yeah, Chewbacca. Yeah, he would have been right. Yeah, they would have been there with Empire Strikes Back. We did see him though. He was one of the little short guys. But anyway, but let's go ahead and go back to what we were talking about. So y'all had the lead, and then the 49ers took off, and they didn't disappoint. They actually won 30-24. Y'all did score that last touchdown after scoring 17. So, Lou, what would you ultimately say, by your own expert opinion, what is going on with the Cowboys?
Cowboys are a mess right now. I mean, the whole thing is a complete mess. They're not passing right. They're making all kinds of mistakes. I mean, Jerry Jones is not happy either. I mean, they're just becoming so discombobulated right now. It's not even funny. I mean, not for nothing, but the division isn't all that looking good either. I mean, the Eagles are only halfway decent. The Giants are trash, and the Cowboys, don't seem to have a good running game. So, both the AFC and the AFC East are a mess, and the AFC West isn't much better.
That's true.
Are they trying too hard, Lou?
I don't think they're trying hard enough.
Wow. Oh, he put a dagger in him. He put a dagger in him real good. He was like, yo.
I gotta stay like a mean, guys. That's what I do. That's how I am. I gotta stay like a mean.
Hey, man, we wouldn't have it any other way, Lou. That's why you're good here, man. That's why you.
They don't play. Yeah, they're so consistent. I agree with my buddy Lou, man. I mean, I got to. And I've given plenty of credit through the years. Lou's a good friend of mine. We have our battles with Yankees, Mets, Cowboys, Eagles. But, I got to call it like I did too.
But we're going to get to that in a minute. We're going to get to the Yankees and Dodgers. We're going to get to the Yankees and Dodgers.
I think Jerry Jones is catching up to him this year a little bit with the personnel. They don't really have a running game like Lou said. You can't capture. I mean, come on. Zeke was limited as a Patriot. They're bringing back for it.
But wait.
And then they have so many injuries. I don't see the Cowboys making the playoffs this year.
They're not. And this is why I was going to make this point.
NFC's Commanders, Eagles.
But see, here's where the problem lies. It's in this game, and I'm going to tell you what happened. I just said it from moments ago. They just activated Dalvin Cook to the active roster. And what did they do? They put in Ezekiel Elliott as the running back. Yeah. Dalvin Cook is one of the most prestigious running backs, can get touchdowns, win over 1,000 yards rushing. And you put in who? Ezekiel Elliott, that looks like the Ewok, who came from Empire Strikes Back, with Chewbacca on the Falcon, Millennium Falcon, and you put in Zeke when Dalvin Cook can get you at least a rushing touchdown.
But he's been shot for a little bit too, man. I'm telling you, both guys are kind of running on empty, man.
But you know what?
Dalvin Cook couldn't even play for the Jets last year.
True.
Be better a year later. They're both
true.
Older, man.
But he could have run more than 11 yards. He could have run for 25. He could have run for the second down of the red zone into the end zone and gave you a rushing touchdown. He could be a red zone efficient running back. You cannot. I'm just saying.
They're both kind of what happened to Dowdle though? Rico Dowdle, Lou, are they still playing him at all? The other running backs?
Just barely.
Oh, so even Dowdle's injured. So there's nobody.
His backfield. Yes.
So you couldn't even pay somebody to be the backup of a backup, because all your backups are hurt. So that's what's wrong with Dallas. But let's go to the World Series, folks, because there's a little thing. Stop it, because you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
I'm not going to Lou at all. Lou, you guys talking.
No, but I want to ask both of you. So when we had that talk about the pitching, and it turned out that Yamamoto did win game 3. I mean, to put them in 3-1. I'm 3-0. What happened was, after they came back and won it, the head coach of the Yankees made a crazy mistake.
Yes.
He let Cole in the game too long because they were up 5-0 in that game. You made a horrible mistake.
They weren't supposed to do that.
No, that's the whole point. The Yankees are known for putting their pitching in the game way too long to give them the win. That's how they pitch a long inning. 17 and 2/3 innings is bad when it comes to winning a really important game, such as the World Series. During the regular season game, you can do that because you know that the other team doesn't have enough pitchers to pitch, right? So the pitch count goes up. Then you replace them with a reliever that you were capable of getting three strikes out, right? So in this case, they didn't have an answer for, I think it was Freeman. They didn't have an answer for Freeman. They had Cole. Cole was the answer for Freeman in the last game, but Freeman figured it out. Then it was the other guy. The other guy figured it out too. I think it's Edman or something. The little short guy. I forgot his name. But he figured it out as well, and he hit a base hit. So now the 5 innings, the 5 runs are coming in to tie it up. I literally understood what they were doing. They understood that they had to be more aggressive in the game. Yankees didn't have an answer because they didn't know how to combat their aggressiveness with the talent. They had the talent. Soto struck out. Judge hasn't hit a home run in almost every playoff he hasn't been in. He has not hit one except for one.
Wednesday night.
Yeah, that was the only one though. And that was the only one that had, Soto was shut out. It was Stanton who was shut out. The other guy was shut out. He kept getting mad. The dude with the mustache, I forgot his name. He was really mad because he got struck out too many times. He broke his bat. But the ultimate thing was that the Dodgers knew they had this game won. 3-0, and then you hit one. That's it. You're not going to come back from a 3-1, And I knew it was going to happen. And Lou, I told you so. So I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Look, I'm not gloating, but I told y'all. Even I told Alex, and we had this back and forth. But I know y'all are Yankees fan. I know Lou is a Yankees fan. I know Alex. This is helping Lou. But listen, statistically, I knew it was going to happen, but I'm glad that y'all are here, to help, to have this great camaraderie about the Yankees. But Judge was angry more than anything because he wanted this game, but it wasn't going to happen. And the head coach, he screwed up so many times, it wasn't going to happen there. So the pitching, y'all got pitching. It's just now Cole wants out. He doesn't want to stay there.
He's going back in. They're redoing his deal.
Oh, is he? He said he was.
Give them a little bit more money. I was reading about it today. Cold stand, but.
Well, I guess he took back what he was going to say. Then after he said more money, I would take it back too. More money, shoot. I didn't say anything like that. No, man. No, go ahead. More money. Then, more problems. All right, so let's go to the Wizards, folks. We got enough time? Yeah, we got enough time. Let's go to the Wizards. This was a great conversation. The Wizards, folks, are 2-2, 7th in the division, and we are beating Miami, who is 1-2. So we at 9:00, folks, Miami and the Wizards are going to Mexico and play in Mexico, folks. I kid you not. This is about the greatest thing that we can do. Now, is it going to be on Miami home field advantage, or is it going to be Wizards? It's either or. I think it's probably Miami. But if we beat Miami in Mexico and be 3-2, I'm going to lose every sight of my hair in my head. I'm just going to do it. Listen, I'm not above Carrington, Bilal, Kalabali fan. I'm not, because he's night and day. We need consistency. Yes, he scored 27 points, and against the Hawks. But do we really want him on the court? No, I don't. I'd rather have the young guys who coming off the bench, like Funk. Funk can shoot a 3. Taylor Funk is the guy that we got from the spring league. Not spring league. What is it called? Summer league. And he shot a good percentage of 3s nonstop. He could be the next Steph Curry. I know it sounds crazy, but it's possible. Okay, stop it, Lou.
Yeah,
Stop it. I could dream, man. I could dream.
I don't know if they'll be Steph Curry. Come on, man.
All right.
No, he could be nasty. He could be a great shooter.
There's only one Steph Curry.
Okay.
I like Steph Curry.
Hey, Steph Curry is my favorite player. So,
He's my favorite.
Yeah,
So-
and Golden State is beating up on people too.
but you know what? That's another problem because after we play Miami, we got to go against Steph Curry on the I think it was the 4th, and it's going to be a horrible game, and I don't want to watch it because I know we're going to get blown out. Like we did against the Celtics. But you know what? It's a learning curve this team needs. So I'm not going to be shying away. I'm just going to – I know they're going to – I know the Golden State Warriors are going to win, but, what can I do? But they're going to be 3-3, so at least they're going to be 500.
You know what? They never should have put Oregon in a Big Ten because they beating the crap out of Michigan right now. So
You know what? That's my next thing because Maryland, they play them in Oregon.
yeah.
That's going to be a horrible game to watch, too. And they're going to be 4
I
and
got
5.
pretty upset with Virginia Tech today.
I saw that game, too, Coach.
Yeah.
We won our homecoming last week. I'm like, and then they go in, and this is what happens. And you know what? Our quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
he was out. Tootin was out.
Wow.
And they get out
Okay,
there.
Coach. Okay, you can
They're
stop.
going
You don't want to
great.
get fired up and then start throwing stuff.
No. No. But I did, and my brother and I were, testing each other, and I said, you know what? They get down there, they're tied.
Mm-hmm.
What does Tech do? Oh, we're electing defense. I said, no,
Wow.
no.
Wait.
And
Wow.
this quarterback, yeah, he was good. He was good.
Right.
But to turn around and he goes and he has a big hole where he could have just rotted in for a touchdown. This is the play before the last play.
Right.
No, he threw it, did not complete it. And then the
Oh.
last play, he got hurt. And we
Oh.
lost. I was about having a fit. I was
Well.
like,
Well, you know
let
what
me
you.
talk to him. I'll get it through your head.
No, you just need to send the cactus like you always do. I think they'll get the point. Yeah, that's the only way. That's the only way you can get to people. Send a cactus. If you don't, Coach knows how to do it. Coach knows how to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a cactus. Oh, okay. I could have done better.
Hey, that's our coach. That's our coach.
I know. Gotta love her. Gotta love her.
I'm telling you. I mean, it was wide open, and I'm like, why didn't you just walk it in, man?
That sounds like an old play that we would do back in the day, and we were just one touchdown away, and then we actually did something totally unexpected, and then we're like, why would you do something like that? That's the old ways of what we would do back in the day. But now,
Well, he was the second string, and Drones was the one who was out.
okay,
Drones is our best quarterback. Now,
okay,
he would have known. Hey, I can take it right in. We would have had it.
well, that's another thing. Special
Did not
plays.
know.
Special plays are meant for the players that are already in, and if they didn't have a play drawn up for him, they were not going to use it. So I see why they did it, but if they saw a lane, he should have took it. But I guess he's not. His football IQ is not there yet because he hasn't been in the game to know the situations yet. So you got to have your quarterback drenched for a year, in the X's and O's. So I can understand why he didn't do it. You know, it's something like Maryland. Maryland does the same thing, but you know, they don't have the type of players that or the type of scheme that the other, you know, college juggernauts have. And that's it's starting to show, you know. But they still have quite a way to go. You know, Maryland bowl game record.
Got a good team.
But yeah, they got to go to the bowl game this year because their bowl game record is 14-14-1. So if they go to the bowl game and win it, they're 15-14, which means they get more recognition, they get more money, they get more players, and they have a better season next year, and they'll be probably ranked. They were ranked this year when they were winning until they met Northwestern and what is the other team? Indianapolis. And not Indianapolis, Indiana, and then it was the Gophers, and they got crushed. Yeah, but they can.
Indiana is a hard team.
But you know what? Now that USC is in the Big Ten and we beat USC, we hold the overall record now. Meeting them, we're 1-0 against them. So that means next year we'll be 2-0. So that means if we get the going, like we doing, well, we're 4-4 right now. We're going to be 5-4-5 after we lose to Oregon, but we're going to be all right. You want to be all right. So we got 8 minutes to go. We're going to go ahead and talk about the 7-3 ratio. Folks, those who don't know what a 7-3 ratio is, it's our way of, you know, predicting the next game who the Commanders are going to win by. Our next opponent is the Giants. So 7 is, you know, you have confidence. 3 is you don't. That means we're going to win by 3 instead of a touchdown. And if you're confident, 7 to win is going to give us the win. Now we're going to start with Alex and end with Big Steve. Commanders take on the New York Giants in Rutherford, New Jersey. Do we win by 7 or lose, or not lose by 3, but win by 7 or, you know, 3 and not.
Giants have pride despite the record. They're playing at home. This is kind of a last ditch effort for them. Think about it. They're buried. I think they're lights out for them if they lose this game for the whole season. So I think it'll be close. Commanders by 3.
Okay. Lou, what do you think?
Easy win this week. I mean, the Giants have nothing going for them. You know, offensive, defensive wise, it's gonna be a 7.
Yo, I like Lou. Lou goes for the juggernaut a lot. This man, he's like, I'm cutthroat. We're gonna go 7.
Win, man. Come on.
Yeah. Got you. All right, caller, you still there?
Yeah.
Not you, Eric. Come on, man. Stop playing. Okay, she's here. She's listening. Okay, Coach, we'll go with Coach. Coach, what do you think?
All right. Because of all the hype, and man, it was a heck of a game. I don't want them to get overconfident. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Good point.
Right. I'm going to tell them, and the coach, I know they're good. They're going to say, you know, one game at a time. Let's go. Washington, 7.
Ooh.
Let's do it.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, Coach. I feel that. Hey, I like that. Eric, what you got, man? Come on now.
You sure?
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop playing, man.
Yeah, this was on DQ. Like I mentioned before, we could have had a coaching issue, and we may still, keep the guys focused, execute. I don't think it'd be a big problem with our defense. They ain't got no QB. They'll harass Jones to death, and we might actually see some of them turnovers they was like preaching about in the preseason. So it should be an enjoyable game, but like I said, the coaches got to stay on it. Everybody praises Daniel for his prep, being ready. Let's get these coaches in line, steady and consistent.
There you go.
Get them all together.
There you go. I'm gonna bring it home with Big Steve. What's up, Big Steve?
Giants got too many problems, too many things. Like I say, Daniel Jones is a good runner. That's what he do best. He's a good runner. Giants don't have no wide receivers. They got one. I mean, we have to watch out for their rookie running back. I mean, wide receivers, but he's real good.
Yeah.
But we just got enough. Our defense is coming along real good.
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't have no running back. We'll beat them by 7.
Yo, the good thing about this game is we get Brandon Coleman back. He's our primary offensive lineman that is a juggernaut. This dude is nasty. I like this dude, and he does not shy away from nothing. He was injured. Again, he's a full go. JG5 is a go. I think they said his ribs is healing good now. He can throw. We are good offensive, juggernauts. Yeah, I agree with Big Steve. We have to, double team Napers. Napers is killing us. We can't let Sid Juice be one-on-one with him because he's getting picked apart. I got us winning more. I think more. I'm saying 7+ because we put up a lot of numbers, and there's no way we're regressing. 18 against the Bears. I say we go 27 and take it to them. In New Jersey, they ain't got nobody. Their tight end is trash. Their running back is trash, and the quarterback is just hoping that he doesn't get sacked 20 times. But listen, we got this in the bag. I want to thank.
Yeah, we're gonna win by double digits.
Oh yeah, I love this game. I love this game so much that everybody's saying it's a trap game. I don't see a trap game. I see it as the game that we needed to win.
They got to stay focused and keep playing hard. Like Coach said, can't be complacent. Yesterday's gone. Don't even think about that win. It's a whole new. You got to go out and earn it.
Oh yeah.
Still got some players. They got the Giants got some defenders. They got some defenders, man. The Giants gonna play tough. I got Commanders, but it might not be a cakewalk early.
The only thing that we don't have going for us is Brian Roberts. He's not going to play in this game, so we got. No, he's out. So now we got to put Eckler. Eckler is a running touchdown machine, and we got to get the running back Brown. So with that being said, I want to thank Alex, Lewis Tenor, the caller here, Coach Eric and Big Steve. Thank you for all coming in this Saturday and speaking truth to power. Without you guys, there will not be no DMV Sports Show, and I would just be talking to air. But you know what? We gotta keep the vibe going. I want y'all to come back again so we could talk about the game, the Washington Commanders, the Washington Wizards, the Washington Capitals is winning already, and we're gonna talk about the Maryland Terrapins and all football related topics that you care about as well. So hats off to you guys. You're human first, everything second. You're conquerors by definition. Go conquer your dreams because you need them too. All right, folks. God bless. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you Sunday. Same bat time, same bat channel, same bat station. Thank you so much. God bless.
Sunday?
I'm trying to be there Sunday. Raise hell. There you go. All right. God bless you guys.
God bless you.
Thank you for coming in and entertaining us on your weekend. It wouldn't be a DMV Sports Show without you guys here. You see how we compare and contrast and have fun. You too can be on the show. The call-in number is 512-543-4662. Make sure you state your name for the record and who you represent. Have a great weekend. Peace.